Let me tell you about the moments I realized I might actually be losing my mind. Because honestly, if this wasn't my real life, I'd swear it was a sitcom. So, picture this. I drag myself home after a night shift. Not a cute, I'm a little tired shift. No, the kind where your soul clocked out 6 hours before you did. All I want is to brew a quick pot of coffee for my husband, mumble, "Love you," and faceplant into bed. I shuffle into the kitchen and stop dead. My entire countertop has transformed into a Starbucks employee training station. I mean, syrups lined up like they're waiting for roll call, a fancy bag of beans, a grinder, a thermometer, a frothing wand I swear we did not own last week. And in the center, a sheet of paper with instructions so detailed, it looked like someone printed out a recipe from the Da Vinci Code. For a second, I genuinely thought, did I accept a barista job in my sleep? Should I clock in? Now here's the backstory. My son and his wife, Emily, are staying with us for a month because their house has water damage. We said, of course, come stay, eat, sleep, be comfortable. We've been running a free bed and breakfast with less complaining than these two have managed in a week. Every morning, before I collapse into bed, I make my husband a simple drip coffee. So I casually asked them, "Do you guys want coffee too?" Apparently, Emily heard, "Please submit your personalized Starbucks mobile order." Because the note said things like, "Use these beans. Grind fresh. Milk heated to this temperature. Froth for at least 45 seconds. Add syrups in this order. Use this brewing method. Pour slowly so the foam sits on top. Ma'am, the only thing sitting on top at 6:30 a.m. is my patience." And she'd already laid everything out. Not like, "Hey, no pressure, here's what I use." No, it looked like her prep station was ready for inspection. And here's what makes it even funnier. My nephew, real coffee nerd, owns a scale for beans, one of those guys, once stayed with us. He brought his own gear, bought his own beans, and then made us fancy lattes every morning, just for fun. Didn't give me directions, didn't treat me like his shift supervisor, didn't turn my kitchen into Brew Academy. Some people share their hobby, others assign homework. Anyway, I ignored the manifesto and made my normal coffee. Left out milk and sugar. That's about all a night shift zombie can handle. Emily comes down, picks up her cup like she's evaluating evidence at a crime scene, and goes, "You didn't follow the instructions?" I said, "Sweetheart, I offered coffee. I didn't audition to be your barista for a seasonal drink." She looked offended, like deeply spiritually offended, and left with my son, both doing that synchronized, passive-aggressive married people walk. And then, naturally, I'm trying to sleep and my phone buzzes. "Mom, Emily feels dismissed. You asked her preference, then ignored it. That wasn't very hospitable." Hospitable. I am housing 2 grown adults, for free, cooking for them, letting them sleep while I walk around like a roaming Roomba so I don't wake them. But sure, I'm the problem because I didn't froth artisanal milk. There comes a moment in parenting when you realize, oh, my child really thinks he's the customer here. And we're supposed to talk tonight. Great. Nothing like sitting your adult child down to explain that you do not, in fact, run a custom drink cafe. At this point, I genuinely considered leaving a tip jar on the counter out of sheer pettiness. So before I show them this, I'm asking you all, am I crazy? Or did these two step so far over the line that they're practically doing parkour? Should I make the fancy coffee? Drop your thoughts. I'll be reading them with my son and his latte-loving wife tonight. God help me.